Again, this was an alert trade that was sent out to our alert members. And you'll see here, when we set this trade up, this was trading at 387.90. Okay, it was trading right here. Okay, we had our positive momentum up. So the direction we were looking for potential upside move. And then the next part of the trade was, okay, where do we think it can go? Look back here. See here, see that big spike up? That typically makes a target. You can see, so 400. So we were looking at 400 as potential target. Plus, I look at some other things that my other part of my secret sauce that I'll teach you in the course. So we were looking at 400 as a potential target. So we set this trade up on the 3rd. Expiration was 2 weeks later on the 19th. And we got pretty darn close to this trade to the upside. So again, so here was the trade that was sent out to the members of the alert service for target 400. So we did the targeted trade. So we did 396, 400, 400, 404. So you can see the spread width was $4 wide. So the spread potential spread width 400 and our cost 25 cents, 25 bucks. That's the max risk. All right. So if everything went wrong, boom, we risk, 25. That's why I call these, when I send these out, I call these are binary, kind of lotto trades, because you risk the 25. You're either gonna make it or lose it. And if you do make it, you have potential to make, in this example, 1,500% return on your money. So a lot of times that's worth doing every now and then, right? Now you could cut it out and lose half of it. What the heck, 25 bucks? You can, if you do one contract, you definitely afford 25 bucks. But you might decide to do 10, 200, whatever. So here's your potential profit, $375 per spread. If it goes right out there, that would be 1,500% return. But if it goes out anywhere but here, you're still making a huge return on your capital at risk. All right, so here you can see your max profit, 375, right? Your max risk, debit paid, and there you go. Potential to make 1,500. So don't question if somebody says, hey, I just made a 1,500% return in a week. You can do it if you know how. So here's where it was going, and here's where it went out. So we left this trade alone, and boom. On the 19th, now it was trading here, 399.74, pretty close, but not perfect, but still we'll take it. So the spread went from 25 bucks to $331. Okay, here it is. So that's a $306 per spread. If you did one spread, one butterfly, you just made $306, which if you look at that on $25 of risk, you made 1,224% return on that risk.